Lisa Dedden Cooper is here, manager of advocacy for AARP Michigan. Welcome back to the program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I'd like to be at that party, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that would be fantastic. And that's actually an issue working with veterans that AARP Michigan is focusing on this year as one of our agenda items here in Michigan.
Why the attention to veterans? What's the need?
Well, one of the things that we learned is that Michigan is pretty much at the bottom of the list in terms of how many of our veterans actually get the different benefits that they are entitled to receive as a result of the service. So we want to, of course, we honor our veterans, but we want to help them get the benefits that they've earned and just show their respect.
Is it a gap in communication then? They're not aware that they have these benefits available to them or how to get them?
I think,
what do we know?
Yes, that is one of the issues that we've been working with the state Military Veterans Affairs Agency to try to raise awareness about the benefits available.
You've got a very a big list here, a legislative agenda for AARP. One of them is the CARE Act. Can you describe that?
Yes, and this is actually something I'm really excited to be with you about talking about today. We are expecting to have the legislation introduced next week. Senator Margaret O'Brien is going to introduce the bill. And this is a simple, kind of common sense solution to help better equip family caregivers for the important work that they do. The idea with the CARE Act is it would require hospitals to record the name of a family caregiver and to advise that caregiver when a patient is going to be discharged from the hospital. And then most importantly, it would require the hospital to provide instructions to the caregiver and the patient about the aftercare needs that patient will have. And the idea is we know that in Michigan, we've got 1 in 7 people who are family caregivers for an adult family member. This is one of the things, as I was listening on the way in this morning, we're talking about the roads and what could be closer to home for people than fixing the roads. Well, it is getting up every morning and making sure, like in my case, that my dad is taking his medicine. He's been in and out of the hospital over the past few months. And so many people are in my same role. Having an adult family member, a parent, an aging parent, a spouse, who these things are part of what we do every day. The CARE Act is a simple thing, but we know that when we can better equip the family caregivers who are actually doing this tremendous role, serving this tremendous role in our state and in our society, when we can better equip them, we can help keep people in their homes, living more healthy, fulfilling lives, and staying out of expensive facilities, nursing homes.
Senator O'Brien is the lady with the big cookie jar on top of her desk.
Yes.
On the floor there like that, which is very popular. I'd be surprised to learn, and maybe other people would too, that when it comes to the economy, the post-50 circuit is a big driver in the state of Michigan.
Yes.
I think people would be winding down, but maybe not the case.
Well, and this is one of the findings in this longevity economy data that we have been working on at AARP. The older than 50 population has money that they spend, even though the whole population, we do have, when you look across the diversity of the 50-plus population, you see differences. You see people who have great need. As a whole, in the aggregate, the 50-plus population is a huge economic driver for the state because of the spending that they do, the levels of spending, and then the types of things that they spend their money on. They're more likely than any other age group to spend their money on local goods and services produced in the Michigan economy and in their local economies.
Also, too, statistically, it seems like they are the targets of fraud and people with schemes to get that retirement money away from them.
Yes. And this is one of the issues that AARP is working on addressing at multiple levels, at the state level, at the federal level, and very importantly, at the level of informing consumers so that they can protect themselves from fraud. One of the things that we urge people to sign up for is AARP's Fraud Watch Network, which is a free service that AARP offers to anyone. You don't have to be a member. You can sign up for real-time alerts on the current scams that are going on, as well as information that helps you get in the mind of the scammers so you
really?
can be better protected.
Yeah, they're very sophisticated, very sophisticated. And you talk about age-friendly communities. How does a community become more age-friendly?
To be more age-friendly, and age-friendly, by age-friendly, we mean not just elder-friendly, but we mean friendly for people of all ages. And that involves a number of different aspects. Some of the aspects are things like, is there enough time for a person to cross the street if they are not fast in their walking? But other aspects of it are the availability of health care and long-term care services. One of the items that we are working on watching in the budget, and that we are glad so far that it appears that this funding will be maintained, are for services in the Department of Community Health budget that help keep people out of nursing homes. And we know that that, again, makes sense for our economy because it costs 3 times as much on average for a person to go in a nursing home as it does to stay in their home with the help
Let's
of
crack
in-home
on more of this
services.
list very